listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called Ted Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it light. It's 30 minutes long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro pride. Get in there, proper class. We've made it to episode 6, haven't we? How good's that? You know what I mean? Like, I thought, like, you'd have all fucked me off by now, but, you know what, you're still listening, so that's good. I'm happy about that. I'm also proper buzzing that we're now in pre-season with the Boro, so I'm getting really excited about that, you know what I mean? We made a couple of signings as well, they look like good lads. So, things are looking up, you know, it's nearly time for the season to start as well, and we can have some proper in-depth discussions and match talks and that, you know what I mean? But, yeah, today's show, got some great guests, coming up for you, couple of new things going on and that, you know what I mean? And, just usual bollocks and that, so, just enjoy yourselves. Right then, so you'll see that every week I'm having like a couple of guests on the show and that, you know what I mean, talking to me about stuff. Last week I had Mr. Badger on, but he couldn't fucking hear the thing he was talking about because I had to interview him on a Nokia 3330 and it was shite. So this week I've got one of my good mates, don't judge him though, he's a Sunderland fan, called Jack Johnson. Giant Jack Johnson is joining me. Hello, Jack.
Oh, Ted, mate, thanks very much for having us on.
That's all right, mate. I'm just glad you can join us, mate, and you're not out burgling. I know what you like, and the further you go.
I took the night off tonight, yeah.
Took the night off. Put your swag back in the cupboards and just went online stalking women instead. Good move. I like it. Yeah, that's what I would do, mate.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about you. Yeah, that's what I've heard.
What have you had for your tea tonight, anyway, Jack?
What have I had for me tea? To be honest, mate, I haven't had any tea yet, but I've been eyeing up some Linda McCartney burgers in the freezer. So,
are you a veggie?
I am, mate. I am.
How long have you been a veggie?
Since January, what year are we in? January 2018.
All right, so about a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
Very good, man. And do you find it beneficial? Like, are your poos different?
I don't know how to answer that question, to be perfectly honest. I find it more beneficial in that I like to think more animals are alive now.
Oh, right. So you're doing it for animals and not for health reasons.
Yeah. Oh, well, you've seen me. You know what I'm like. Yeah.
That's why I was a bit worried when you said I'm a vegetarian. I was like, what the fucking are you eating? No, I'm only joking, mate.
Cheese, mostly cheese and cereal.
Well, that's good because, like, these vegans, it's like, oh, it's a lifestyle choice. Oh, yeah, but doesn't mean you have to dress like a hippie and smell a shit, does it?
That's very true, mate. Although, if you come around Sunderland, there's still people smell of shit, and I don't think they're vegans. So yeah,
I think that's just generally the air.
Yeah, I think that might. Yeah,
shitty smell in the air. Well, that's good, mate. The reason I asked about the poos is because one of my mates is a veggie, and he said, no, whenever he goes for the poo, it's just a clean, dry wipe.
That, you know what it is? That's a good observation. I would agree with that, actually.
Right, good. I might try it for a week because, like, I've been having some proper sloppers lately, and probably quite good just to give the house a bit of a refresh and not stinking of me sloppy doings.
Yeah, just open over the windows a bit. Yeah.
I went through like 3 tubs of Febreze. I've even had to spray the dog because like he was starting to stink of me shit as well. So poor Branko stinking.
You got to shave the dog, yeah.
Yeah, got a bald fucking mongrel now. He looks a right mong.
Although with that. Would that not be an awkward conversation if somebody asks why your dog is bald? You just say, oh, because I shit really bad. Hey, mate,
why's your dog bald? Because, like, me shit proper stink and, like, it makes him stink and I'm not prepared to bath him.
Yeah.
So that's my main reason. Yeah. So you're a Sunderland fan. I do talk a little bit about footy on this plodcast sometimes.
All right, good.
So are you from Sunderland or are you just like close by?
Well, I'm from South Shields, but my dad's side of the family's from Sunderland.
All right. And what do you think about, just missing out last season? Do you think you've got a good chance this season of getting out of the Vanarama League or whatever it is you're in?
I don't know, man. I thought last season would do it, but I mean, it just kind of it's fucking heartbreaking, isn't it? It's hard work being a football fan. Well, Sunderland football fan. Because you never know what to expect. It's always a surprise.
I know. It's the same with the Boro as well. Like if we never had Tony Publius in charge last season, we'd have been probably third or something like that because we let some shit points go. But then we'd have probably just got beat in the playoffs anyway. So
Oh, it's true. Don't you think there's some managers who are just stealing a living that constantly seem to be doing the rounds for like mid-table teams that never seem to be successful? Like look at Newcastle. Like they're a lot of them just hired Steve Bruce.
He looks like a fat man, doesn't he?
He looks like Mrs. Brown's boys. Yeah, well,
you can imagine him like walking around the Aldi's, right? Shopping trolley, just putting loads of fucking shite in there, like pot noodles and chocolate and probably fucking flippers and snorkels and stuff in Aldi.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what they're doing. They've got rid of one of the best managers in Europe. Like, they didn't try and keep him. He's won fucking European Cups and managed Italian teams and stuff. And then they brought Steve Bruce in, who's managed fucking Villa and Hull, Chef Wed.
Yeah.
And achieved nothing.
Mad, isn't it? Do you think like the final boss of those type of managers is Sam Allardyce? He's like the ultimate shit manager who's always seems to have a
Roy Hodgson seems to do all right as well, doesn't he? Roy
Hodgson's pretty good. He's doing a pretty good job.
Think about it, right? He was at Fulham, and he didn't really do much at Fulham. Then he went to Liverpool, and he was fucking utter cack at Liverpool. And then I think after that, did he manage to get the England job after that? I don't know. I don't know how we got that.
Did he not go? Was he not at West Brom? Or am I making that up?
He might have went to someone like that, someone crap like that as well. Yeah.
Actually, West Brom is the team for these shit managers. I think everybody's managed West Brom. I think I've been manager of West Brom for about half an hour in the season in the early 2000s. I think everybody's managed West Brom at some point.
You probably have, Jack. You know what I mean? You probably didn't even know. You probably got blamed for losing a game and you didn't even know about it.
Sounds about right.
Freaking hell. Yeah, Roy Hodgson. Let's think of some others. Yeah, Allardyce, that's a good one. I don't know how he got the England job as well. He must have fucking been blackmailing the FA or something.
That's not like him. Who else we got? Pardew as well. He's been kind of found out.
No one will have him anymore now. It's like Glenn Roeder as well. No one will have him anymore.
Glenn Roeder, yeah, he was a good one. What's he called? Chris Hughton? Is he one of them?
Yeah, I mean, Hughton gets people are like, oh, Chris Hughton, he's a good manager. He's done well with the team he's got and stuff like that. But
yeah, that's true.
I think he's a good people manager, and I like his little curly hair as well. So,
is it just me, or has he got like a line down his head where half of his hair is grey and half of it's black?
I think you can open him up like a Kinder egg, right? And inside of him is just like a little tactical instruction pack as well.
Yeah, like
it's got a Kinderhead.
Coaching for dummies.
I'm going to start up my own range of Kinderheads based on Premiership and Championship managers.
Remember Power Pods? They were unbelievable. Then.
Power Pods? What the fucking hell were them?
Was that a bit after your time? They were like little figures of footballers, but they had massive heads. And on the bottom, they'd have like stats, and you could get like green ones, silver ones, or gold ones. And the gold ones were like the best ones.
How old are you, Jack? How old are you?
I'm 30 this year. I'm 29 right now.
I've got a funny feeling you were a little bit too old for them when you had them, mate.
Well, I mean, I didn't care if I was having a good time with it.
Yeah. Well, I used to collect crazy frogs out the Kinder eggs and them gnomes where one of them did a Mooney. That was it.
A Mooney? What's that?
Yeah, we get your ass out. There was you got one in the Kinder egg and he was a gnome and he had his ass out and everyone loved it. Like if you got that one because it was Ted Rhodes.
That would, yeah, that would never fly these days. You'd never get that these days.
Yeah. Anyway, so we digressed there. Do you get the chance to go to many of the Sunderland games?
Not as many as, well, I'd say not as many as I'd like to. I don't even know if I'd like to be honest. Friend of mine works for Sunderland. I don't want to name drop any names because he doesn't like to talk about it much. But he gets complimentary tickets to Sunderland games, so often I accompany him.
Surely they just give them away anyway. You know, like, a couple of homeless guys outside of Bright House. There you go, lads. 4 tickets to the game.
We need a new centre back, so if you want to just...
They're like, fuck off, mate, I'm drinking this cider, I'm not going to watch that shit. I'm just about to go and finger Doris on the back of fucking farm foods.
What are they having? Sunderland farm foods, yeah. They have a massive Tesco opposite the Stadium of Light, which is very working class. I like it.
Okay, so...
You ever been to the Stadium of Light?
I have, yeah. I went to see Oasis, Kasabian, and Reverend and the Makers there. And what I did, I went with my ex Julie, Big Fat Julie. And what I did was, you had a lot of chick boozing, so like they were like patting you down for any smuggling and stuff like that. So what I did was I put a bag of wine in me sort of like in my belly pouch like that, right? And they just thought it was me kite, so they didn't pat it down. And what I did when I got in there, you know, the little nozzle, that was like where my belly button was, and I was just filling up my glass, and I drank a full bag of wine, and I shit myself.
Nice. So, right, but so maybe it's not actually the food that you're eating that's making you shit yourself and making your dog smell. Maybe it's the bag of wine that you're drinking.
3 bags of Blossom Hill a week.
Yeah, well, maybe start there instead of the burgers.
I'll try that then. I never thought I'd get dietary advice off you, Jack Johnson, but thanks for that, mate.
You're welcome, mate. You're welcome.
Just Sunderland people, right? I mean, a lot of Boro fans listen to this, right? And there's some fucking bodheads in Boro. You know what I mean? Some proper beanheads, right? And I went to Sunderland in my old job before. I had a training course, and I was walking around the street, and I genuinely thought I was in some type of zombie apocalypse. Is that normal?
Right. It's a shithole. It's like 28 days later on crack in Sunderland. Yeah, it's not.
I've seen these two lads like having an argument over a Greg's pasty, right? No, it was a sausage roll over a Greg's sausage roll. And he was going, "Hey man, don't you fucking eat all this fucking sausage roll?" Like, and the other was going, "I'm gonna fucking break it up now. I'm gonna share it with you, Anna." Well, you better do, man. You better fucking break it evenly. All right, well, look, man, you're getting all the fucking crumbs all over, man. I would have ate them. Oh, fucking you have it, you bastard. It was a proper full-on fight over sausage roll.
A lot of racists in Sunderland as well, which is always nice. There's a high. Well, they voted Brexit, didn't they, Sunderland? I know it's not really anything to do with race, but they were like one of the first cities in the country to vote Brexit.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? Do you know what I find? The further north you get, right, the more racist it gets, right? Until you then get to Scotland, and then they just fucking look down and go, we hate the English. They're like the ultimate racists at the very top, aren't they? Nothing to do with like skin colour or religion. They're just like, fuck off, you fucking English bastard.
Yeah, that's a great accent. Do that accent again?
Oh, you fucking, you listen to me, sunshine. Hey. That's all I can do, really. You know.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, it's very good. I never knew you said so good at accent.
Well, listen, right, you're a comedian, you do some comedy and that. I've seen you on a couple of nights. You're very good. I've seen you at the Stand in Newcastle. I've seen you at Shitehawk Comedy, who sponsored this podcast. Very good. But tell us about your music. Tell us about your band, Hive Mind.
That's right. You've been doing some research, Ted. We're a band from Sunderland, actually. We two of the members are from Sunderland, 2 of us are from South Shields, but we practice in Sunderland and we're based there. We played This Is Tomorrow Festival earlier this year, which was a great experience. We have a new single out called Scared, which is on all online platforms and stuff. And we're playing the O2 Academy in Newcastle next month.
Class that, the O2.
Yeah, man, we're excited. August 30th. yeah, it's going well. It's hard work being in a band. Like it's completely different vibe to being a comedian or whatever. But it's music's dead good, isn't it? What's some of your favourite bands, Ted?
I'm a big fan of Aswad,
right?
Status Quo. I like a little bit of ELO,
Nice.
Roxy Music.
Nice, yeah.
I fucking love Pulp, and massive Pulp fan. Yeah, I like me stuff like Oasis and Blur and Shed 7 and all that shite. So
Sorry,
where did you come up with the band name Hive?
Just Hive or the full?
I thought it was just called Hive.
No, Hive Mind.
I thought it was just like in a northeast sentence where you go, the band's called Hive Mind. That's where I thought you got it from. You know what I mean? It's like me going, my band's called Bread Bin. You know what I mean? And that's the
right.
I thought that was like, my band's called Hive Mind. No, I got it wrong. It's called Hive Mind, actually.
Yeah, it's all one word. Yeah, it's not like we're not luring you into the sentence calmly. We're just telling you what it's called.
Where did you get that from then?
Well, that wasn't our original name, but it was the name of a song that we had that we liked the title of, and then we got a new singer in, and we decided it's probably time to change the name as well. So then. Hive mind. It's just a thing. It's just a phrase, isn't it, that people say?
Yeah, like hive mind. You know what I mean?
Like hive mind. Yeah, like when people say, "What's the name of your band?" and I say hive mind. That's like an example of when someone would.
Does it get confusing, like for people in the northeast when they go, "Well, I'm going to go down to that O2 Academy and watch Hive Mind."
I think you're the first person to be confused by it.
I think maybe it's a Middlesbrough thing.
I think you might be.
Yeah. Well, I've got one more question. Do you watch Love Island?
I don't, mate. I missed it last night. The final. I don't watch it, but I have a Twitter account, so I know a lot about it. You know what I mean?
Mate, honestly, I watched a couple of it, and I did a few little videos around it and stuff like that. It's fucking shite, absolute shite. You know what I mean? Yeah. The only thing worth watching it about is the odd little bit of flange on there.
Right. Do you get to see some shit, dude? Do you get to see some stuff?
Just like, you're fucking idiot, like, don't be breaking my girl code and stuff like that. And then she'll go and fucking shag some other lad. It's like, some of it's funny.
Is it like a night out at the big market in Newcastle? Is that kind of what it's like?
It is, yeah. And you get to see kind of Caroline Slack's skirt every fucking 3 weeks or something like that.
Yeah,
just the way she wears these little outfits, and then she struts into the villa where they're at, like she's some type of Billy Big Minge, and everyone's like, "Oh look, Caroline's in," and then she's like, "No, and this is what's going to happen," and she ends up just getting people to couple up, and then they end up shagging, and they vote each other out. It's fucking, some of it's good, but I wouldn't recommend watching it.
Because I don't really. Is it just like Big Brother, but for fucking idiots who want to team up and shag each other? Is that all it is?
Yeah, it's just like it's Big Brother, but full of melts rather than nutters.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay.
So. Yeah. Very good.
No, it doesn't sound appealing. I missed it. I missed it the final last night. I don't care for it. Sorry if that like ruins a bit that you were going to do.
No, it's fine, mate. I'm just glad that you never watched it. That's all. Okay, so what we're going to do now, Jack, is we're going to play a game of prefer or defer. Okay, ooh, and all you got to do is like, I'm just gonna read you two options out, and you just got to say back to me your preferred one. Okay, so
right. Okay. Do you want a reason or?
Not really. No, I mean what I would say is, imagine we're in like a schoolroom or a working environment, and I'm going to say to you, if you've got any questions, can you please put them on the car park until the end of the discussion. Okay,
right,
and then you can ask your questions then. So we're going to fire through these now, and we're going to start it off with beans or spaghetti hoops.
Beans all day.
The Welsh or the Scottish?
The Scottish.
Ooh. Flange or bosoms?
Bosoms.
Dirty bastard. What about this then? A sit-down wee or a stand-up wee?
Oh, a stand-up week.
Oh, I like a sit-down one, me. Very nice. A sit-down poo or a stand-up poo?
Well, I often shit my pants when I do stand-up, so I prefer to sit down, so I'm going to say sit
Kind
down.
of dancer. Okie doke. Front to back or back to front?
I'm down to up. I don't know what's.
Are you simulating a wipe at the moment to see how you do it?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I'm doing it. Front to back,
Front
I guess.
to back, okie doke. Michael Barrymore or Matthew Kelly?
I don't think Matthew Kelly's killed anybody, has he? So Matthew Kelly.
Just as a disclaimer there was no proof Michael Barrymore did kill that person in a swimming pool. He just didn't provide armbands. Okay. Next question. A parmo or a kebab?
Ooh.
Tough one for you being a veggie. Veggie parmo or veggie kebab?
Cheers, mate. Neither sound appealing. Kebab. Sorry, mate. I know you're from Boro.
That's all right. Parmos is fucking, lots of calories in parmos. I wouldn't recommend one of them for you, Jack.
Right, yeah.
A man with groomed eyebrows or a girl with massive eyebrows? What would you prefer?
Jesus Christ. I don't want to look at a man's eyebrows. I want to look at a woman's eyebrows.
Bushy brows on a bird. Hockey door. Anya Sol
Yeah.
or a manual pork?
I don't understand the sentence you've just said.
Anya Sol or a manual pork? When you're dealing with your pals.
Sol or a
Would you
manual...
prefer to put Anya Sol on them or would you prefer to pop them back in with your finger?
The first one.
Good choice.
I don't want to pop anything with
for a
my finger.
chemist when you've got piles. Okie doke.
Okay.
Mad Dog 2020 or Woodpecker?
Woodpecker. That was the first cider I ever drank with Sunderland.
Have you? See, I used to drink a bottle of Mad Dog 2020 down the park and try and finger girls, but then I'd end up just throwing up.
Right, that's always a smooth move, yeah.
Some of them stunk, mate, that's why. Here's a good one. A dry tug or a sharp gobble?
Gotta be a sharp gobble, isn't it? Which was sharp gobble was also one of the potential new names for Hive Mind. But
it's a good name. I think you should think about replacing it.
Cheers, mate. I'll throw it back into the ring, which is also another name for.
I'm going to call my man Dirty Sidewinder.
Yeah,
it sounds like an erection, doesn't it? I know which one you're going to choose here. Man buns or flat tops?
Okay. Well, yeah, I want to say man buns in it, but I think since we last saw each other, I've had my hair cut.
Pretty good. To a flat top, I hope.
But no, I've just got long hair, but it's no longer tied up. But I'll still say man bun.
Steve Gutenberg or Chevy Chase?
I liked Community, so I'm going to say Chevy Chase.
Controversial. Wabs or Trunks?
What?
Wabs are like your little conker catcher briefs. Trunks are more like your boxies. What would you prefer?
Oh, okay. Trunks.
I like Wabs, mate, because it keeps my junk up where it should be and gravity doesn't, let me nuts hang low. Man, I'm getting older, mate, and your balls get baggier as you get older. It's fucking... I sat on a bus the other day and I'd put some boxer shorts on because I didn't have any undies clean. And I forgot and I sat down and I fucking crushed my knackers and I had to jump up and go, ah! And everyone looked at me. I was rubbing my balls.
Well... yeah, but I've got two questions for you to follow up with that. Or do you want us to ask them later or should I ask them now?
Yeah, you put them on the car park.
Okay.
Jack, like I said.
Okay.
A dirty trombone or a monkey face? Do you know what these are?
I know what a dirty trombone is, but I'm not sure what a monkey face is.
Okay, I'll explain this one now. A monkey face is it's when you produce your man juice on a lady's face and then pick your pubes off and throw it at her.
Well, Yeah, that one then. That one, the monkey face.
Monkey face, definitely monkey face all the time. Never lick an arsehole.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Active wear or inactive wear?
Well, you know me, inactive wear.
See, I like active wear when you see all the flange walking around the town in like those tight sportswear pants and tight tops. But obviously the fit ones, I don't like to see the mingers.
Well, so you see, I'm in Sunderland a lot, and I get to see a lot of the.
It's more like reactive wear, isn't it?
Reactive. Radioactive wear, yeah.
Radioactive wear in Sunderland, yeah. Again, this is a tough one for the veggie. Sausage casserole or shepherd's pie?
Always shepherd's pie, isn't it?
Good choice. And finally... Go on.
Yeah, I've only been a veggie for a year and a half, so I'm still used to eat meat for 20,000 years before that, so it's good.
So you still miss the luxurious taste of mincemeat shepherd's pie?
I wouldn't say I miss it, but it's a classic, isn't it? It's a classic.
Okie doke. Right, final one. Think carefully about this one. The Boro or Newcastle? Being a Sunderland fan, where you're impartial with?
It's got to be the Boro, hasn't it? It's got to be.
Correct answer, Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
So that was prefer and defer. Now, questions. What did you defer and put onto the car park that you want to ask me?
Aye, so your balls, right?
Yeah.
So you say you like to have them all tightly cupped in there with your briefs.
Yeah, I like them compact, close to the snake. The eggs close to the snake.
But you also said you like a sit-down wee, so do they not hang when you go for a sit-down wee? And also, in this current weather climate, do they not get sweaty when they're all close together?
No, because I talc my balls on the morning. I sometimes take some talc with me in a little man bag as well and talc them. I'll pop the toilet, like in an M&S or somewhere like that and talc them up.
Yeah.
And sitting down for the wee, sometimes I do it because I wake up and I've got a boner on and it's easy to sit down and control a boner than to stand up and not piss all over the mirror.
Right, okay. So, wait, you have a mirror facing you when you pee?
Yeah, of course I do, man. I like to watch my face.
I find out more and more about you as this conversation goes on.
Jack, I'm a cool guy. That's how I roll. So finally, before I let you go, mate, have you got any? Have you got any gigs coming up in the northeast? Could be comedy, could be music, could even be like vegetarian cooking. I don't know.
Yeah, I have actually. Yep, and on Friday the 2nd of August, I'm at what's called Daft Comedy. It's in. It's a I don't know how to pronounce the name. Bobit in Newcastle, where the Punch Bowl used to be in Jesmond.
Yeah, I know it.
Then on Saturday the 3rd of August, I'm at the Clooney doing a hip hop rap show.
Ooh,
because I do rap as well. And then as I mentioned, on the 30th of August, Hive Mind headlining at the O2 Academy. Also on Monday the 19th of August, I'm doing the Best of Red Raw at the Stand in Newcastle.
Oh, excellent. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Check out Jack Johnson. You've got a Facebook page, haven't you?
Yeah, I do all my music stuff under the title Jack Fox. So if you want to go check that out.
For tax dodging purposes.
Yeah, we'll talk after. And on Twitter and Instagram is Jack Johnson 710. So come say hello.
Very good. Well, if you've enjoyed this interview, Manners, look him up, send him a tweet, ask him for any vegetarian recipes. I'm sure he'll share them with you. Jack, cheers, mate. You've been a top guest on the show, and I'll catch you later, mate.
Thanks very much, Ted. Appreciate it.
Cheers, man. So you might remember last week that I allowed future Mayor of Teesside, Billy Mack, to air his promotional campaign on air. Well, he sent me another one through, and don't be warned, ladies and gentlemen, there's some very controversial policies here. Here we go. Now then, people of Teesside, Billy Mack here again, future Mayor of Teesside. Not only am I bringing the slap back, I've got more to offer as well. That's right. Are you an unconfident lad? Needs a little few lessons in how to get a bit of flange? I'll come round and I'll teach you. Lasses, is your lad working offshore? And you need a little bit of light penetration? Well, Mrs. Mac doesn't mind me popping out and slipping one down, know what I mean? Green energy! See them turbines out in the sea at Redcar? I own 3 of them. I hang me fucking washing on them sometimes, you know what I mean? Bringing green energy to the seafront of Redcar. Beauty, innit? Proper beauty. Thinking about reopening Sharky's pool room so all you lads and lasses have somewhere to go on the weekend to get drunk and have a fight and that, you know what I mean? Might even bring the strippers back, because I used to like them myself back in the day. Yeah. Bringing it back. Bringing everything back. Billy Mac. Not just the slap. Everything. NAFCO 54. Spliffy jeans. Sweater shop jumpers. I'm bringing them all back. I'm bringing them back to Doggy Market. Know what I mean? You can look cool again. Thanks to Billy Mac. Once a year on Mischief Night, I'm going to arrange with the courts that you can give those little bastards a bat if they egg your windows or play knock your door run or edge jump. Billy Mac, bringing back the bat. So that's it, people at Teesside. You know what you've got to do in that. You've got to vote for Billy Mac. I'm bringing it all back. You know what I mean? We'll have none of these liberal lefties telling us what we can and can't do. No PC shite. Just vote Billy Mac. Bringing it back.
Billy Mac. Billy. Oh, Billy Mac. Bringing the slap back. Billy Mac. Billy. Oh, Billy Mac. Bringing the slap back.
Future Mayor of Teesside there, Billy Mac. Oh, some strong messages, and you'll be pleased to hear that on next week's episode 7, I'm going to have Billy Mac live in the studio. I'm going to be doing like an interview and that and talking through some of his policies. It's going to be proper class. Right, it's come to me, my final part of the show, which I love doing, and it's simply called Ask Ted, and it's where all you matters out there have asked me a question on my social media page, Ted Hanky Comedy, and this is where I sort of give you the answers and that, so let's have a look at some of them from this week then. Right, here we go. Brian Sexton, straight away, he's just put fullbacks. I think he's referring to do the Boro need some new fullbacks. Well, we've just signed that bola guy. He could probably do a job. But I think we still need probably a good right back, don't we? And will Friend still do a job at left back? Maybe. Or they're going to play him more central? I don't know. He's captain, so he's going to get his game either way, isn't he? So, but yeah, I think we do. Yeah, we should try and get like some young, hungry, aggressive right back in. There you go, sexy. That's my answer for you, pal. Andy Barker, top fan, nice man. Where did you get your undercrackers from? Well, like every man approaching 40, Marks and Spencer's for comfort, price, and you can take them back soiled and they don't give a shit. Okay? David Blackburn, he's just put over here, folks. I think you've lost a plot, mate. Fucking hell, Rita Richardson. Oh, lovely Rita from Redcar. Here we go. What's your take on wood chip wallpaper, Ted? Should it make a comeback? Simple answer to this, Rita, is no, it fucking shouldn't. Don't ever talk like that again. Tony Donaghy. Oh, this is a good one. Oldest woman you've borne, Ted? It's a personal question. Very personal. There was a girl from Hardwick. She was called Grotty Gladys. And I was probably about 21 at the time. And she was a bit older. She was 64, and I went round the house, did a gubby job, bit of decorating and stuff like that. But she was tidy. She was tidy for. I mean, she had the body of like a 55-year-old. You know what I mean? And she sort of showered me with port and probably sleeping tablets as well because I was a bit groggy. And she took advantage of me, but you know what I mean? I wasn't getting any back then, so I just took it. So there you go. That's that one for you. Who have we got here now? Simon Hayward. Ted, is it true soup boiled is soup spoiled? I probably agree with that, Simon, because if you've ever burnt soup, it fucking stinks, mate. I burnt some chicken soup before and my house stunk for months. It really did. And I won't touch chicken soup ever again now. Mark Cromack, what would you rather be or a wasp? I think you've missed another bee out there, mate. So what would you rather be, a bee or a wasp? Simple answer to that. I'd rather be a nice, friendly bumblebee than a chavvy, shitty little wasp. I fucking hate wasps. They're the evilest creature on this planet. They're up there with terrorists and paedophiles for me, wasps. It's a bold statement, I know, but I hate them. Let's have a look. Andy Jones. Ted, do you prefer to give a good finger blast or receive a nice knee trembler behind blazers on a Tudor, mate? I like a bit of both, you know what I mean? I like a bit of a knee trembler and I like a bit of a reach around so I can get the old finger blast in, you know what I mean? So let's not segregate the two. Let's combine them, Andy. Let's combine them, embrace them. Marco Taylor, shit juggler. Did you get laid at Summer Sounds Gisbread at the weekend? If so, did you tell Fat Julie? I'm not telling you, mate, but I was surrounded by rather a lot of flange, and put it this way, they're very big Ted the Red. So, don't come a-rocking if the gazebo, don't come a-knocking if the gazebo is a-rocking. I think that's that's what was happening anyway. Let's keep going. I've got a couple more on here. Tom McVeigh. It's just before midnight on a Saturday night. You're in the middle of the world famous Club Bongo International when someone offers you a dance off. What would be your winning dance move and why? Used to be able to knock out the worm. Used to be able to do like Cossack dancing. I still can do a little bit of that, you know what I mean? Hey. But I'd probably just seduce all of the watching ladies with my Macarena. I'm a master of the Macarena, Tom. So, and in the bongo, I'm renowned for it. So just remember that. And any flange listening, message me, I'll send you the video. Nigel Campbell. Ted, do you remember that fellow who used to sell burgers and hot dogs outside the Madison? No, I don't, because when I used to go, it was 10 pence a shot of vodka, so I remember going in, mate. Don't remember leaving. Good question here, Paul Walker. Very good question, actually. Ted, one of life's big questions that really defines a man. Pot noodle, fork, or a spoon? Well, easy answer to this, Walker, is a spork. I use a spork, which is a combination of a hybrid of a fork and a spoon. So you get all the benefits of a pick and a scoop. There you go. And the last question, let me just have a look. Oh, this one's a tweet. Don't get many tweets. Fucking do some more tweets for us, matters, you know what I mean? It's from one of my big matters who always buys me a coffee on coffee.com. Duncan Phillips, for your podcast, there you go, right there. You'll have 15 quid to go and see a comedy night in Stockton with your other half. McIntyre is on at the Globe, but he's shit. You can go to the Ark, but that's 20 quid for two. Is there anyone else you know? How about the Showcase Comedy Club? I like the way he's done that because the podcast is sponsored by Boro Fan TV and Showcase Comedy. So it's funny you should say that, Duncan, because on Friday, August the 30th in Stockton at the George's Theatre, there's a comedy night on. It does clash with a night on at the Ark, but the good thing about my night is it's only $5 a ticket, and I've got 4 comedians on, and then I've got a group of lads there as well, who do like improvised comedy, you know, like Whose Line Is It Anyway, with like, you know, Greg Proops and all them dickheads. It's class. proper class. You need to go and see it. So check it out. It's on the Showcake website. So it's a good one. A good question, that Duncan, as well. So lovely. I think that's all of the questions for this week. So thanks for sending them in, because your input is very vital, lads. Very vital, lads and lasses. Thank you. Right, well, thanks again for tuning in and listening to me, Ted Talks, the Ted Hanky podcast. Do us all a favour, you know what I mean? Like, share it, give it a good share. Because you can get it on Podbean, you can get it on iTunes, you can get it on YouTube, and I believe it's on Spotify as well. Just whatever format you like it in, just give it a share on social media. Tell your friends about it, even if you think it's shit and they think it's shit. I've got to get these listening figures up, you know what I mean? Started so well, but the fucking fell off the cliff, man. What's going on? I'm doing my best. Anyway, thanks again for supporting it. Feel free to buy us a coffee on coffee.com, spelled KOFI.com. Next week got a cracking show. Remember, we've got Billy Mack on. Big thank you to Jack Johnson, comedian and singer from Hive Mind. And just big thanks to Boro Fan TV, Showcase Comedy, for supporting this great podcast. The season starts this Friday for the mighty Boro, so hopefully we can have a good chat about that on next week's. So we're going to get a good win, so you've got to believe in the boys. Up the Boro! Believe!